It's stuck in your mind, you can't be there for everyone. Drugs, you should try, we can fiend them together. Love, once upon a time, we both had things to do every day. Then we almost die when we wreck your sister's Chevrolet. Stuck in your mind, you can't be there for everyone. Drugs, you should try, we can fiend them together. Love, once upon a time, we both had things to do every day. Then we almost die when we wreck your sister's Chevrolet. Xanax is a terrible mix with alcohol. I wish I could admit your dad was wrong and he stole a prescription Adderall. How could I ever fix this after all the times when we were just surviving? You were alive, decided something right, then touched the sky whenever the sun is shining. And I'm just surprised we were too young to die. Then I'm on Oxycontin, watched a lot of friends die. Damage in medulla, I've been got her inside. Heartbreaking my mama, wishing God was in mine. I rock up Prada and a lot of N9. No more nice Sonata, have you got up this high? I can't talk about it, not if God is implied. It's stuck in your mind, you can't be there for everyone. Drugs, you should try, we can fiend them together. Love, once upon a time, we both had things to do every day. Then we almost die when we wreck your sister's Chevrolet. Stuck in your mind, you can't be there for everyone. Drugs, you should try, we can fiend them together. Love, once upon a time, we both had things to do every day. Then we almost die when we wreck your sister's Chevrolet. A house if you make your mind up. Tell me you're made to die young. Selfish, I'd hate to find love. Is there missing pieces in your memories? And if it isn't me, that makes us enemies. House if you make your mind up. Tell me you're made to die young. Selfish, I'd hate to find love. In between it is the missing pieces of your memories. I can't forget a thing. Wishful thinking, hope I live to see it. And a Mitsubishi skirting Venice beaches. And let my life get back in motion. Said she stay long as I'm open. Says the golden, numb the pain, give me disclosure. Novocaine, I know the odor. I know fame's not gonna hold her. Entertain before October. Should've known, I should've known her. A house if you make your mind up. Tell me you're made to die young. Selfish, I'd hate to find love. Is there missing pieces in your memories? And if it isn't me, that makes us enemies. House if you make your mind up. Tell me you're made to die young. Protect your peace, be like a second Jesus. But don't let me think nothing could get between us. Just to peak for like the second week. And left on bread for weeks, at least the sex was decent. Hold it in my brain, a familiar odor on her shoulder, Novocaine. Both of us got sober, we got closer, so it's strange. So when we get older, we'll be noticing the changes. Hope that you're okay when I know that it won't change shit. Ulcer on my brain when it's close to where the vein sit. Heart and mindless, you can start with trying. This apartment lighting in the darkness, I've been stuck. A house if you make your mind up. Tell me you're made to die young. Selfish, I'd hate to find love. Is there missing pieces in your memories? And if it isn't me, that makes us enemies. House if you make your mind up. Tell me you're made to die young. Selfish, I'd hate to find love. In get a thing. Wishful thinking, hope I live to see it. And a Mitsubishi skirting Venice beaches.
Yo, chat room, what's good with y'all, man? How are y'all doing today? Ramla, thank you so much for the 10 gift to homie. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. Gohan, what's good? Ahmad, Lucia, what's good with you? Boogie, what's good? Snap back to the future. Brain, don't like that name. Nemo, what's good? Fry, how you living? My dog Casey, what's good with you? Elusive, how you living? Drizzy, I like ya, won't like ya. Ricky, what's up with you? Even though you were streaming, you just the first search when I typed Twitch. Yo, welcome. Yo, Maddie Matic with the 27 months. Greatly appreciate that. My alerts are off. That's my fault. New set, let's go. I hope you're doing great and good luck on the pools, man. Thank you. Here's hoping that they go good. The thing is, I'm going to be wailing on this set regardless. I do want to collect every card in this set. Y'all know Gen 2 is my favorite generation. So I'm very excited for this. Only thing I haven't decided, excuse me, your boy is kind of tired. Ain't been sleeping properly the last several days. So this is a brand new set, right? We've got a lot of new cards. There is a Lugia pack and a Ho-Oh pack. I'm not really sure how I want to go about doing it. If I want to do like 50 Lugia, 50 Ho-Oh, or like 100 each and like split them up that way. I feel like for the sake of like the YouTube videos, it might make more sense to go, you know, all Lugia than all Ho-Oh, or vice versa, all Ho-Oh than all Lugia. We'll probably do Ho-Oh first if that's the case, just because of the layout that I've already made. But yeah, only thing is obviously, like, you know, each pack has different cards. I mean, there are a lot of cards that are in both packs, but there are some exclusive cards to each pack. I don't know the full list of all that because I haven't looked into it too much for myself, but yeah. See, I haven't seen the full card list yet. Not about no dog X's though, low-key. Hopefully they get their own set at some point. I gave it my pocket. I wanted to grind, but it's just lost the fun to play. I still enjoy it a decent amount. Although I will say Persona 5X is taking over my life. Finally Gen 2 getting some love. Facts. But yeah, the new set drops in about 20 minutes, so we can kind of just chill, hang out, and talk. So then, I do have the game open, as y'all can hear. Don't want to see the new layout? Boom. We got the little Ho-Oh joint for today. I'll probably make another one for Lugia. I'll probably do Lugia pack openings tomorrow night, but I probably won't stream that one. I don't know. It's exciting to do it tonight because, like, you know, it's the first night of the drop or whatever. But did you tweet about immersive? Yeah, so I don't really keep up with the leaks like that. I'm a little bit out of the loop on things, but I guess the full card list is obviously available now, and so you can find the two immersive rares. And I guess the Ho-Oh immersive rare was actually like stolen artwork, like whatever artist drew that like plagiarized somebody on Twitter. And from my understanding, the set is still coming out tonight, but they're replacing both the Ho-Oh and the Lugia immersive rares with something else. What I don't really understand though is that they said there's going to be a placeholder. So is it just going to be like a rush job artwork? Is it just going to be like, I don't know. I'm really curious what this placeholder card or artwork looks like before they eventually update it, I guess, with a new illustration altogether. I don't really know. Or was I just misunderstanding and the original ones will still be there, but they are intending to replace it? I need to go back and reread the tweet, I guess. Matter of fact, we can read it together and get that on screen. If we jump over here, you can see we have this tweet that comes from the Pokemon TCG Pocket official Twitter. We'd like to share an update about the upcoming expansion Pokemon TCG Pocket. Notice regarding new illustrations. Thank you for your continued, that's actually better if I do it this way. Thank you for your continued support and passion for Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. We want to share an important update regarding the upcoming expansion, Wisdom of Sea and Sky. It has come to our attention that there was a production issue regarding the illustration of Ho-Oh featured in the immersive card artwork for Ho-Oh EX 3-star and Lugia EX 3-star. After internal review, we discovered that the card production team provided incorrect reference materials as official documents to the illustrator commissioned to create these cards, meaning that somebody gave that Twitter user's artwork, at least this is what they're claiming, is that somebody within the company gave the commissioned artist that Twitter artist's artwork as a reference, which led that artist to believe that it was official artwork that they were allowed to, use as a reference point or whatever. That's at least what they're claiming. Who knows how true that is or who's at fault for sure. But regardless, as a result, both cards have been replaced with a temporary placeholder. Okay, yeah, so it's going to be something different that the team is actively working to replace with new artwork as soon as it's ready. So yeah, there is going to be a completely different. So we're going to see 3 different versions basically of these cards. There was the originals, which the Lugia one, from my understanding, is completely original. There's no issue there. But the Ho-Oh one, they're set, so they want to do something completely different. So I guess when we open these cards, they're about to be something completely different, and then eventually they're going to get updated to brand new illustrations. So I'm also wondering if we pull the placeholder, because y'all know me. Odds are we're most likely going to pull a Ho-Oh immersive when we open these packs, because I just always end up pulling a million immersive rares, right? I wonder if you get the placeholder artwork. Well, this says it's going to replace it. So if you get one of the placeholder joints, will it stay like that? Or will it update to the new artwork? Because what's going to be crazy? If they do a placeholder and it's like, oh shit, this is actually really dope, and then they replace it with some shit that's not as cool. We're also conducting a broader investigation to ensure no similar issues exist elsewhere in the game. To all our players who have been looking forward to this expansion, and to the talented illustrators who bring the Pokemon world to life, we deeply apologize for any inconvenience this has caused. We take this matter very seriously and are committed to strengthening our quality control processes to prevent this from happening again. Thank you for your understanding, patience, and continued support of Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. We remain dedicated to delivering an experience that you can enjoy. Yo, Brams, what's good, man? I'm just curious about how they choose to put a hiker in this set instead of gold, bro. Low-key heated about that. So I still haven't seen every card that's in this game or in this set, so news to me. They announced a new pocket set. Yeah, it's actually about to drop in 15 minutes. We'll probably go back through that in the video. I guess it's worth mentioning and talking about. I should actually pull up. Oh, let me see if I can find the tweets. This looks, actually, now that I'm looking at it, check this out, chat. I didn't see this before until now. So the original call out, I guess one of the first call outs, comes from Godsley, who is another creator who covers the game. I've seen some of his content, pretty good videos. But he actually says Pokemon TCG Pocket Artist is accused of tracing a fan-made art from 2021. So I just thought it was heavily plagiarized. But when you look at it, it is actually identical. And then even when you layer them on top of each other, it is actually 1-to-1, which is significantly worse than I initially realized. Because it's one thing if at some point there was, I don't even know. Like I said, the claim in the original tweet kind of sounded like a little bit of BS, or in the pocket tweet sounded like a little bit of BS, but I don't know. They're replacing it regardless. But what is this? What is this tweet? Is this the actual artist? Yeah, this is the original artist. This is actually really interesting. League spoiled the excitement. Did you like the Eevee Grove? Yeah, I did. I didn't make as much content on it as I thought I was going to, but I did a couple of videos, a couple of pack openings, and that was like my favorite set in a while. Wonder how soon this issue was discovered. If it was recent, does that mean we have to wait a while for the entire arc to be redone? Well, I mean, the set's not even out yet. This was just discovered. I mean, we can see the dates on the tweets. This all just happened yesterday. So allegedly, what's going to happen is we're going to have a placeholder artwork that will soon get replaced. Yeah, very interesting. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably go back over that at the start of the video because I think it's worth talking about. I'm still excited for this set though. Maybe another theme. Did you see the golden real Pokemon TCG card? The golden real Pokemon TCG? I don't know what you're talking about now. Oh, 10 more minutes though, chat room. 10 more minutes. What you pull on first, Ho-Oh or Lugia? I think we're gonna do Ho-Oh first. Matter of fact, let me gather up all my good luck charms. Let me get. We'll grab this. Gotta break out the heart gold, you know what I'm saying? And of course we gotta grab the OGs, you feel me? Go fucking get my alchemy ready here on the desk. While we at it, let me go grab the starters. No, I'm saying gotta have a children with me. They're gonna sit right here in front of me. There are 60 hourglasses claim if you still didn't get them. Yeah, I did it earlier. I did forget until just earlier when I opened up the game. I remember playing Heart Gold back when I was like 10. That shit was crazy. I just played it for the first time ever last year, and it's now my favorite Pokemon game ever. I would love to do, I wanted to do like pack openings with Afro, but he's actually out of town and won't be back for quite some time. I haven't had a specific gold card to pull for since I started. I'm definitely trying for that gold Lugia. My free to play run might end. Yeah, the golds in this set are Lugia and Ho-Oh, so good luck. Moon is doing it. Is Moon live right now? The thing is though, is that Moon is free to play, so I didn't want to like, we did it once for the content because it was really cool and it was really fun. Well, he was free to play until that video, but Moon doesn't spend money on the game like Afro or I do, so I didn't want to like, you know what I'm saying, peer pressure him into spending money he didn't want to spend on the game, but also I didn't want to make him look bad by like, oh, I'm over here going until max capacity and he's doing like, you know what I'm saying, however many packs he's doing. Matter of fact, let me ask him. Yeah, no, it was really dope that one time me, Moon, and Afro all did packs together, but that was never going to be a regular thing because Moon doesn't spend money on the game nearly as much. Understandably so. Depending on the set, I usually just buy the $20 joint, the art. So you're gonna change the Ho and Lugia EX cards? Yeah, we're gonna go back over it when I hit record for this video, but yeah. I feel that, Salted. Sorry, I wasn't talking. I was looking over here. I was talking to Moon. I was trying to see what his plan was with the packs. Yeah, he is about to open packs, but he got his own thing going on, so we just gonna rock out solo, which is perfectly fine because that's what I intended to do from the first place. The game updated, but we ain't got the packs. Yeah, it being traced also very much surprised me. Oh, they added in the shop too for the boost that you can buy with the exchange points. Yeah. I went ahead and picked those up because I hadn't used any of my trade tokens. I traded like once ever with Eunice, and that was it. Because obviously I'm a whale, so I usually end up with every card that is even tradable. Like I always end up with tons of copies of anyway. So. And trade tokens was just sitting. That being said, I just have a shit ton of shine dust that I have nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at all this fucking shine dust. Shit is ridiculous. Like I already had a ton and now I just have even more. You know what, hold on. Grab Umbreon and Espeon too while I'm at it. How many EXs you know are in the set? All I really went over was the, I mean, I've seen some of them, but I don't know all of them. I know Umbreon and Espeon. I know, I forget what else, honestly. I really don't remember. These boys, yeah. Yeah, Umbreon and Espeon, Ho-Oh, Lugia, and that's really all I remember. I could pull up the set, but it's kind of fun to like go through it as I'm opening the packs and shit, so. Any moment now, boys and girls. Right, it's 2 o'clock. Where's that though? Where's that though? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. There we go. Hey there. Let's go. All right. So before we actually get into the packs, I need to buy gold. I didn't want to buy gold just yet, like before the stream, because I didn't know if they were gonna have like any special deals or like new sets or whatever, like special gold packs or anything like that. So let me quickly go through here and see. I guess I'm gonna have to hide my screen. Yeah.
Nothing amazing.
Yo, got warm the salt. Thank you for the 3 months. I greatly appreciate it. This shit's a little mad slow right now. Let's go through and collect all our stuff. Get rid of all the notifications. Right, new emblems for Ho-Oh and Lugia, which I'll probably throw on my profile photo. Here we have, yes, we do actually have a new set. Same old as always here though. So I'll definitely be picking this up and I'll probably buy a 100 pack real quick. Okay, so let me just go ahead and do that right now. Real quick. Bonsai, what's good with you, homie? Let me buy this. So don't be surprised if my next 7 videos are all Pokemon Pocket videos, because your boy got to make this money back somehow. You feel me? Getting rid of all notifications. Go over your missions. I feel like this is something I did a long time ago. Are they only just now giving a bonus for it? Because I definitely did that shit like when the game first came out. I think you had to. Okay, I should have some stuff in here. There we go. All of that. That backdrop is fire. Them sleeves is fire. Oh, this is gap. That might be my new favorite sleeve and like playmat in the game. No gap. All right, we should be ready to roll. Between the amount of how much gold do I have? 720 is the limit per day, right? And the game mode mad slow right now. Okay, yeah, we're Gucci. All right, let's get it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn off my alerts now for you guys here on Twitch. I'm gonna record this the same way I record my YouTube videos as always. So if I'm neglectful of you guys for a little bit while I'm doing this, I apologize. I do my little intro and then we're gonna talk about the this stuff here. Oops, not that. Oh. This stuff over here, that would make my life easier. Then I can full screen and what is this, control tab? There we go, like that. Close this out. All right, I think we're ready to roll. All right, Twitch chat, y'all ready? Check, check, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Also, hold on, when I go over here, is my okay, no, I don't have game sound when I jump over here. Let me actually just add that real quick, just so I don't have to do anything extra. With that, hold on, give me 1 second to add it in this audio source. Yo, Mighty Mouse, what's good, homie? Actually, I can just copy and paste it. If I can find it. How do I actually? No, it's fine. I'll just do something when in post when I edit. All right, let's get it. Recording button going up now. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lotus Asakura, the one who never knows best. And in today's video, I'm probably the most excited that I've been for a Pokemon Pocket set. I've been enjoying this game a lot since it came out, but the one thing I've always wanted the most, more than anything else, is some Gen 2 in my life. Because if you weren't aware, which most of you are at this point, Gen 2 is my favorite generation. You can say what you want, everybody got their own opinion. It is what it is. I don't care, bro. Call it nostalgia, call me a Gen 2er, call it whatever. Don't care. I don't care. Gen 2 is here, and this is gonna be my new favorite set, man. We got Ho-Oh and Lugia, Wisdom of Sea and Sky, and today we will be opening up a ton of packs, and I got a bunch of good luck charms here today with your boy scattered across my desk. We got, of course, my copy of Pokemon Heart Gold. We got the original cartridges for all 3 Gen 2 games. You dig, you see it. And of course, I got the lovely Umbreon and Espeon with your boy. And you know, what would any good luck charm set on my desk be without having all 3 of our original starters here today? So these will all be accompanying me here on my desk today as we rip open through these packs. But before we do get to the packs, I actually have something I want to talk about. I don't want to take up too much time, but it just is what it is. I feel like this is worthwhile. I think this is something that we should discuss and go over real quick. So we can just take it over to the monitor and just get right to it. So if we jump over here, you see that there is an artist here who basically, from what we can surmise, it looks like their artwork was actually stolen for the Ho-Oh card, for the Ho-Oh immersive rare in the game. As you can see here, this is an original illustration that they did a while back that they posted back in 2021. And if you look at this Ho-Oh, it looks basically exactly like the immersive rare artwork that came out, but just flipped. And then it even goes so far, excuse me, lost my voice there. And it even goes so far as that it looks trace when you layer them on top of each other. Like it's basically 1-to-1. So it's very interesting to say the least. This was pointed out by another creator by the name of Godsley. Well, obviously the artist itself, and then I saw it through Godsley, who's another Pokemon Pocket creator, and says, you know, Pocket artist is accused of tracing a fan-made art from 2021, which, I mean, the evidence is as clear as day. It does look like it was in fact traced. This was posted 4 years ago. And if you scroll down, things get a little bit more interesting as well, because you know, there's somebody mentioning, like, did they use a reference for this piece 4 years ago, and then talking about this other artist. But this right here, here's what I think happened. In 2021, Lanjuju, and I thought I had my alerts turned off, but I didn't, but that's fine. I'll just make a cut here in the video. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Village in the Flowers. I'm Lotus Asakura, the one who never knows best, the Hanakage of Hanagakure. Currently live doing some Pokemon Pocket openings. I'm doing my intro right now. Appreciate the raid, Omega. Doing an intro right now for Pokemon Pocket, talking about how one of the cards artwork was actually stolen from an artist who posted on Twitter 4 years ago. But then we're going to be opening up some packs. Appreciate the raid, homie. Hope the stream went well. I mean, I know it went well. I was there for most of it. But yeah, for those of you tuning in, if you like Pokemon, stick around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, tight. We about to rip open some packs on the brand new set. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. Here's what I think happened. In 2021, actually, let me turn off my alerts in here as well, because I swapped scenes, and that's why I forgot to. Okay. Here's what I think happened. In 2021, Lanjuju, I presume is how you pronounce it. Forgive me if my pronunciation is way off. Posted fan art of Ho-Oh. In 2022, a bootleg figure maker, PC House, made a figure based on Lanjuju's fan art. And in 2025, Sie Nanahara, who I believe is the artist, not the original artist, but the current artist or the artist in question being accused, made Pokemon card art of Ho-Oh and used the figure as art reference. Unknown to her, it was a bootleg based on fan art, which, I mean, when you see these though, like, it's an interesting theory that I'm not gonna lie, this figure is really cool. I don't want to give it too much praise because it's a bootleg, but that is dope. That is something I'd actually like to have. But you can see, like, clearly the original artist did do this from scratch by their own hand. And I mean, when you layer the images on top of each other, they look traced. However, that being said, Pokemon Company did put out a statement, or I guess the Pokemon Pocket official Twitter put out a statement that reads as such. We'd like to share an update about the upcoming expansion in Pokemon TCG Pocket. Notice regarding new illustrations. Thank you for your continued support and passion for Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. We want to share an important update regarding the upcoming expansion, Wisdom of Sea and Sky. It has come to our attention that there was a production issue regarding the illustration of Ho-Oh featured in the immersive card artwork, for Ho-Oh EX 3-star and Lugia EX 3-star. After internal review, we discovered that the card production team provided incorrect reference materials as official documents to the illustrator commissioned to create these cards. As a result, both cards have been replaced with a temporary placeholder that the team is actively working to replace with new artwork as soon as it's ready. I find this segment really interesting. We discovered that the card production team provided incorrect reference materials as official documents. How a mistake like that even gets made is kind of beyond me. Like, I don't know who's on the team where they were just, you would think that these sources would all be coming from in-house. So, like, you had to have gotten that from social media, from somewhere online, as opposed to, you know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, you say that, and it'd be one thing if, like, the artist was like, oh, this is an official material that I've been given. I can use it as a reference point. I can damn near draw what I'm seeing and use it however, you know what I'm saying? But it's traced. Like, it's straight up traced. It's not even just, you know what I'm saying, oh, I drew the exact same pose and everything like that. Like, it is, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? What I also find interesting is the temporary placeholder. We're about to see, most likely, because every time I do these pack openings, I end up with a million immersive rares. But I don't know what it's going to look like if you pull the Lugia or the Ho-Oh. Is it going to be like a rushed artwork that's like just going to be there and then replaced later? Is it going to be blank? Will it be just the regular EX card? I personally don't know yet. Maybe you already do. You probably already do by the time you're seeing this video. But yeah, and then whatever it is, it's going to get replaced probably within the coming days or in a week or so. We are also conducting a broader investigation to ensure no similar issues exist elsewhere in the game, which they very well might, because if you trace one, you've probably traced others, or you're likely to have at least. To all our players who have been looking forward to this expansion and to the talented illustrators who bring the Pokemon world to life, we deeply apologize for any inconvenience this has caused. We take this matter very seriously and are committed to strengthening our quality control processes to prevent this from happening again. Thank you for your understanding, patience, and continued support of Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. We remain dedicated to delivering an experience that you can enjoy. And I'll say, I at least give them credit for acknowledging it, giving out an apology, and then, you know, working to, you know, fixing the issue. I'd be very curious to know what sort of compensation or reparations will be paid toward the original artist who was very clearly plagiarized. What's going to happen to the artist who did the plagiarization, because even if they were provided with materials incorrectly that weren't official, they still traced it regardless, which is, in my opinion, is an issue whether it was official material or not. You know what I mean? So yeah, curious to know more about that situation. I doubt that we will learn more about it, but who knows? That being said, I just kind of want to get through that at the start. I did ramble on for a bit longer than I intended to, but I'll probably have a timestamp where people have skipped forward if they wanted to. I could have spent more time talking about this as a separate video, but you're not going to care by the time that I would have gotten this out because the PAX is here. So let's go ahead and jump into that now that we've finally gotten all of that out of the way, because I'm still very excited about this. And normally I would have had the immersive rare artwork on my layout today, but we're going with a crown rare for now. Very curious to see what the new immersives look like, because the current ones I thought were really cool, but you know, is what it is. that being said, we've got plenty of gold today, so let's go ahead and get into the packs. And I am going to be doing all Lugia today. The date has changed. Return to the title screen. You know what? We'll be right back after these commercials. God damn it. Yeah, I will say what they did definitely is a lot more than what most other companies would have done or typically do with acknowledging it at all in the first place. So we're going to be kicking things off with the Ho-Oh pack, as you can imagine. You know, the hot card of conversation, and but judging by the layout and everything, I think what I'm going to do today is 100 packs or 100 plus packs on Ho-Oh. Then the next video we'll do Lugia, and then we'll jump back and forth. I'm probably going to do multiple pack opening videos on this set because I want it all. You know what I'm saying? I want it all. But we're going to go ahead and hit maximum capacity. Man, we got a bunch of hourglasses as well, so it's actually going to be like well over 100 packs we're going to be able to open today. That being said, let's go ahead and get into our first 10 pack. Let's get it. Also, I've seen some of the cards in the set, but not all of them. So some of these, you know, are going to be my first time seeing it. We have Musharna, Dream Dance for 60. Both active Pokemon are now asleep. We've got Noctowl, who I think is pretty underrated. One of my favorite regional birds. Fly, 90 damage. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. If heads, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. Okay, interesting. Togepi. Charm, during your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon do -20 damage. We have Larvitar, who does tackle for 10 damage, 1 colorless, fighting type obviously. Clang, Gear Cutter, 40 damage, 1 metal, 1 colorless. Okay. Then we've got Darumaka, Flop, Rescue Scarf. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put it into your hand instead of the discard pile. I think this card is going to be pretty powerful, but I guess we'll see. We've got Meryl. We've got a new Furret, Tail Smash. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think the only card that we've ever gotten where it was really coin flip dependent, but I was a big fan of, was the Celebi. I know some people were not big fans of that meta. I loved my Celebi deck, or Celebi decks, because I had a couple of them. I like that card a lot. Still think it's pretty cool. But you know, it was kind of silly when it first came out. So I was like, damn, like this power creep went crazy. It went stupid real quick. Slugma, we got Stampede, 30 damage for 1 fire and 1 colorless, 70 HP. Togetic, Speed Dive, 30 damage, 2 colorless energy. Got a new Hoppip. Houndour, who I love quite a lot. I love Houndour and Houndoom a lot, which means that we're getting new Houndour. We're probably getting new Houndoom. And the Houndoom cards that we've gotten so far have looked really cool, but haven't been super strong. This one seems pretty good though. 40 damage for 2 dark energy, 60 HP. It's not like crazy, but it's solid. So I want to see what the new Houndoom looks like. Hey, for Alligator. Wait, so, well, it's a holo. Does that mean we don't have the EXs for our starters? Surely we do, right? I haven't seen them yet, but surely we get EXs for Alligator, Meganium, and Typhlosion. If we don't, I'd be pretty disappointed, truth be told. By the way, I didn't introduce them their names. This is Taffy, this is Chia, and this one is Cider. Well, actually, Cider is over there. Frankly, it's fine. For now, I've been calling all of my Cyndaquils Cider, even though that was really supposed to be the name of just one of them, but that's neither here nor there. I wanted to give him a more unique name, and then I had one, and then it's not important. I mean, it is important, but y'all don't care. Anyway, we have Eevee, find a friend, put a random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. We have Granbull, Wild Tackle, 100 damage for 3 energy, 2 psychic, and 1 colorless. This Pokemon also does 20 damage to itself. Pineco, Meryl again. Silver, this card I think is going to be a new staple in most decks. Your opponent reveals their hand, choose a supporter card you find there and shuffle it into your opponent's deck. This will probably be in most of my decks that I build moving forward. I just like it's going to be very, very common. We've got Onyx, 100 HP, 50 damage for 3 colorless energy. Not really impressed. Togepi, Croconaw, there we go. Bite, 40 damage, 1 water, 1 colorless. I think Croconaw is really cool, by the way. I feel like the Gen 2 starters get hated on a lot, which I always found crazy because they're personally my favorite starters in all of Pokemon, but to each their own. A lot of people really like Gens 4 and 5, and I just... Gen 4 is lit. Gen 5... Anyway, Rescue Scarf. Not a whole lot going on here so far. Pillow Swine, Ambipom. No, Moon gonna like that one. Spinnerack, Cherubi. Okay, new ability. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, attacks used by this Pokemon cost 1 less grass energy. You can use Sweet's Relay for free? Interesting. I'm assuming that means that you can just do it without having to use any energy at all. Huh. But at the same time, it's like, then why not just make it's cool, I guess, but then at the same time, like, why not just make it so that this just doesn't cost any energy at all, you know, in the first place, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Because it's essentially what it is. Whatever. Ariados, this artwork is kind of nuts. Hold on, they went kind of stupid for such a, like, it's a basic card, like it's not like a 1-star or a 2-star or even like a holo or anything. This is actually really crazy. Bind down does 40 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. That could be annoying. Any cards that kind of lock you in like that are always a bit pesky. Sudowoodo, Rock Throw for 50 damage, and we got a Delibird, Stumbling Draw, 10 damage, but you get to draw a card. I feel like anything that helps you get through your deck faster is always pretty powerful. I looked at my Espeon like that with Sylveon, but evolutions, you get it. Meryl, Teddy Ursa, Honey Snack, heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. Steel Apron, metal Pokemon this card is attached to takes -10 damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon, recovers from all special conditions, and can't be affected by any special conditions. Special conditions are becoming more prominent and more powerful, so I guess this could see some use if you're running a metal deck. Swanna, Feathery Cyclone, 2 colorless energy for 60 damage. Move all energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. Burret, Dunsparce, Sudden Flash, 20 damage, 1 colorless. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Get another Dunsparce and another Swanna. We got Meryl, Teddy Ursa, Chansey, Scrunch. Flip a coin. If heads, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. Another Grand Bull. And we get our first EX card, the first card that's somewhat rare. We get Donphan EX. Gigantic Press does 50 damage for 1 energy, and if this Pokemon has at least 2 extra fighting energy attached, this attack does 60 more damage. So for 3 energy, you can do 110. 3 retreat cost, 160 HP. It's stage 1. Seems okay. Nothing like mind-blowing here. And then the final pack, rainbow background, shifting colors. I see it. We got Hoppip, Heat More. That's new. Roasting Heat, 30+. If your opponent's active Pokemon is burned, this attack does 60 more damage. Okay. What we got back here? Cherubi and its Stantler, which, you know, that's cool. That's not what we're really looking for here today, but that's cool. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, this attack does 50 more damage, so 70 damage for 2 colorless energy. That's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. And Kling Klang, which sounds like a slur for robots, but 150 HP. Gear Spinner does 70 damage for 3 energy, 2 metal, 1 colorless. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Gear Spinner attack does plus 70 damage. 140. All right, first 10 pull did not blow your boy away. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. The luck wasn't quite there, but you know, we ball. 23,000 plus cards collected in this set, by the way. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that's quite a lot. How many cards sold in this set? 161. Okay, up to 35. Making good progress. Go ahead and rip open 10 more of them things. Finally dipping into our gold now as well. Also, by the way, I'm actually recording this live on my Twitch channel right now. Twitch.tv/Lotus Asakura. Link is always in the description down below. I like multi-streaming a lot, but multi-streaming is a bit difficult due to my schedule and like upload schedule and then just the way YouTube works and stuff. I think I mentioned this before in a previous video. But yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff that I tend to do on stream. Oh, wait, I didn't know the dogs were in the set. By the way, we always call them dogs. They're not even dogs for real. Like, Raikou is definitely a tiger. And like, you could argue that they're all tigers, but like, Raikou is definitely a tiger. So at the very least, he's a cat. Like, Entei, I think, is supposed to be like a lion of sorts. So like, that's also a cat. And Suicune, you could make the argument that Suicune is a dog. I don't really know where the legendary dogs like name came from, because 2 of them are like definitely cats. Suicune's the only one that's like probably a dog. I guess the real name is supposed to be legendary beasts. But I didn't know that they were in this game, or that they were in the set. We had Entei. It's just a holo card. It's not gonna be anything crazy, just looking at it first glance. But I need some EXs. I hope that at some point they get a set where like they each have their own pack. and they each get an EX card and obviously like a 2-star and everything like that. I need some respect on the beast. Those are my personal favorite legendaries in all of Pokemon. Again, big Gen 2 stan. Is what it is. But Entei, 110 HP, strong flare, flip a coin. If tails, discard 2 random energy from this Pokemon. Where's the love? Where's the respect? That's not... That kills some of my hype. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Slugma, Ducklet, Tyranitar. Oh, new Tyranitar card. 4 energy requirement, 3 darkness, 1 colorless for 130 damage. Once during your turn, you may move all dark energy from each of your Pokemon to this Pokemon. Okay, so it's pretty costly when it comes to energy, but with an ability like that, but it is a stage 2, 160 HP, it only does 130 for retreat cost. So it's got a lot of like downsides to the card, but I can see you making it work if you really wanted to. Next we got Snubbull, Ram for 20, does 20 energy for 1 psychic. Got a new Clink, Vice Grip, Hiker, new supporter card. For each of your fighting Pokemon in play, look at that many cards from the top of your deck and put them back in any order. Yeah, I can see that being useful. Pineco, we've already seen. Kangaskhan, new Kangaskhan card, Crosscut. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, this attack does 40 more damage. Yanmega Bugbuzz, 60 damage for 2 colorless. Togepi, Emolga, adorable little guy. Raging Thunder does 40 damage for 1 lightning energy and also does 10 damage to one of your benched Pokemon. So you're damaging your own team when you use this. Houndour, 17 Houndour. Hey, let's go! New Umbreon EX. This card I think is going to be very good. I'm looking forward to using this quite a lot. I can see you pairing this up with Darkrai, Giratina, or whatever. Yeah, I think one of the first decks I play is going to be an Umbreon deck, if I'm being honest. Dark Chase. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may switch in one of your opponent's benched Pokemon that has damage on it to the active spot. Does 80 damage for 2 darkness energy. Yeah, stage 1 obviously. Under 40 HP, so you know, not the tankiest, which is ironic because Umbreon is supposed to be like a tanky Pokemon. But regardless, I think this card is sick. I'm looking forward to playing it quite a lot. Probably one of the cards I think I'm gonna end up liking the most in this entire set. Darumaka, Hitmontop, hey, my favorite of the Hitmons. Piercing Spin, 20 damage for 1 fighting energy. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay. Azumarill. Big fat, just like me for real. This Pokemon takes minus 30 damage from attacks from a fire or water Pokemon. Tail Smack does 60 damage for 3 energy. 2 of them are colorless, but hey, we had a shiny Nidoran. Let's go. God damn it, I forgot Shiny's wearing this set. You know, I ain't really been pulling them, so. But we take those. Swinub, Mud Slap, 30 damage, 1 fighting, 1 colorless. We got Spinarak. Jasmine, during your opponent's next turn, all of your Steelix and Skarmory EX take minus 50 damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. I mean, I guess if you're running those specific cards, this is cool, but not gonna see play most of the time, I feel. Clink, Steel Apron, we've already seen. Furret, Slugma, Furret. Absol, one of my favorite Pokemon, honestly. Leap Over, this attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And we get it back to back. Tangela, or y'all say Tangela or Tangela? I say Tangela, but Sleep Powder, 20 damage, 1 grass, 1 colorless. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Golbat, Venomous Fang, 20 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Like I said, sleep effects are becoming more and more, just different effects and status conditions are becoming more and more common. Totodile, hey, you know what I'm saying? My little guy. That's my little guy. I know this is like mad random and this is a super deep cut and maybe it shows my age a little bit. Y'all remember when like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games started coming out? And I feel like I vaguely remember there being like a special or like a really short anime that was like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon joint where the Pokemon were talking because they talk in Mystery Dungeon, right? And so they were speaking like English or whatever. And I like very faintly remember it, but then I remember there was like a poll that came out and you know, Twitter wasn't really a thing like that yet. So maybe it was on Facebook. It was probably on Facebook. It was probably a poll from like Pokemon or whatever on Facebook that was like, it asked if Totodile could speak English or if Totodile was in the show, like what type of voice would they have? And it was like, well, he'd have like a Brooklyn accent or he'd have like this or that. Like I know it's like mad random. Like it's probably nobody else who knows what the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, Totodile, and we got a new Fearow, Peck Bugs. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a grass Pokemon, this attack does 40 more damage. Okay. Jumpluff, your active Pokemon has no retreat cost, which would just be this. Well, unless this activates from the bench as well. Okay. I mean, you know, you can see you making it work. Let's go! You already know we always on the hunt for the 2-star trainer cards, and especially one like this that I think is going to be a new staple in the meta. Is going to be commonplace in a lot of decks. I will gladly, and I mean gladly, take the 2-star silver card. Yes, sir. Probably the trainer card that I was hunting for most. Probably the one I wanted the most out of this set, because I think it's going to be the best one. Yes, sir. Yes, and it looked damn good. It looked pretty damn good. That's probably one of my favorite illustrations as far as the trainer cards go, especially with the colors in the background. I love like the deep reds and the burgundies and the little bit of pink going on back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We got Cherubi, Giraffe Rig, Fortress. Shell Crash does 80 damage for 2 metal, 1 colorless. All right, let's go. Let's go. Finally get some bangers in here. We got Meryl, Totodile, Hitmontop. Hey, there's new Houndoom, and it looks pretty cool. I like it. Diving Swipe, 70 damage for 3 energy. Discard a random card from your opponent's hand. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I can see you making that work, because that's just annoying. They just straight up discards cards from their hands, like just sends it to the discard pile. I can make that work. I can make that work. We might have to build a Houndoom deck. I don't know what I'd run alongside. I guess it's like Darkrai or something. Because you think dark, you just like, oh, you just throw Darkrai with anything, right? A Fortress, Tangela, Pineco, Furret, Hiker, Darmanitan, Heat Blast, 70 damage for 3 energy, 1 fire, 2 colorless. And yeah, we've gotten through a lot of the cards that are going to be available in this pack, so you could probably start picking up the pace a little bit as we go through these. I know I've been yapping a ton so far, but obviously it's always these first videos when a brand new set comes out always take the longest, because you know, a lot of these cards I haven't seen before. Maybe I should start doing like review videos where I go through, because like these sets come out, like you can get like the leaks or just like the full card list prior to the set coming out. I think the full card list has been available for a couple of days, and sometimes I go through it, sometimes I don't. It's like sometimes I'll just see some of the stuff that's available. But maybe I should start doing those like on stream, or maybe in a video, so that way we can spend less time like going over each card individually when like new sets come out. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all like hearing me yap and then go through the cards and everything like that? Do y'all not care one way or the other? Should I do that just because there's extra content for you guys that you'd like to see or listen to or whatever? I don't really know. That being said, we continue on with 10 modem things. No sound effects and no rainbows. Don't like that. Jinx. Is this like the second Jinx card we've ever gotten? Attract Smack, 30 damage, 1 psychic, 1 colorless. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is not paralyzed. Teddy Ursa. Apom, new Apom. We saw the Ambipom already, so imitate. Draw cards until you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent. Oh, that's actually not a bad move. Clang, Gliscor. Sharp Fang does 60 damage for 2 colorless. That's not bad. Fighting type as well. Teddy Ursa, Clink. Mawile, we got Bite, does 30 damage for 1 metal energy. Rescue Scarf, Houndoom. Okay, yeah, we're seeing a lot of repeats now. Not too many cards that are brand new to this pack. So at this point, we are just chasing like Ho-Oh. I mean, I'm sure there's other stuff, but Ho-Oh, either whether it's EX, 2-star, or Immersive Rare. I want to get the Immersive Rare because, I mean, you just want those regardless, but I want to see what it looks like right now when you get the Immersives, because there's a placeholder. Zubat, Venomous Fang. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Dark Pendant, okay, new Pokemon tool. If the dark Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, your opponent reveals a random card from their hand and shuffles it into their deck. I'm not like blown away by that, but we are probably going to be playing a lot of darkness in this new set, this new season, because dark cards are looking up right now. Golbat, Phanpy, Reckless Charge does 30 damage for 1 fighting energy. This Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. And we got Mamoswine, 4 energy, 3 fighting, 1 colorless. Does Earthquake for 160, damn. But also does 20 damage to each of your own bench Pokemon. Also with that super high retreat cost and it being a stage 2, probably not a card that I'm ever going to play if I'm being completely honest. Munna, that's new. Psyshot, 20 damage, 1 psychic energy. We got Sentret, Scratch, Ariados, we've seen a couple times. Apom, Tyranitar, Darmanitan, Togepi, Onix, Noctowl. Hey, we get the Raikou. Tell me this is better than Niente, please. 90 HP. Look, this is disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. These are legendary Pokemon. These are legendary 90 HP? Put some respect. This illustration is raw as fuck, though. This would have been so gas as an EX card or a 2-star or as a, you know what I'm saying, as an Immer. Like, this is crazy. What do you mean? And its attack is Thunder for 70 damage. This Pokemon also does 20 damage to itself. This is crazy disrespect. Nah, this is y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. This is nah. The next set we get better be a fucking Lugia. I'm sorry, an Entei, Raikou, Suicune set where they are the star Pokemon, and I need crown rares, immersives. Like, nah, this y'all are tripping. This is crazy. What? Is it? Am I tripping? Is this not crazy disrespect? I just feel like this is an insult to these Pokemon. You treat it like this is a fucking Pikachu, which I love Pikachu, but like maybe let me pick a lesser Pokemon, like this is a Pachirisu or something. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a motherfucking Emolga. Like this is crazy disrespect. Wow. Okay. Anyway, Skip Plume, 70 HP, does 40 damage for 1 grass energy. We got Spearow, Hoot Hoot. This Pokemon can't be asleep. I can see that being useful, seeing as how sleep is becoming more common. Meryl, and we get the Stantler 1-star again. 2 more packs left to go in this set, or in this, you know. And then we get the Entei again. Yo, this is nuts. Totodile, Golbat, Eevee, Noctowl, Golbat again. Okay. All right, nothing too crazy there in that pool, and by nothing too crazy, I mean like damn near nothing good at all. But you know, it really be like that. Would it be like that? Especially would it be like that? YKTV, YK, tight. You feel me? Anyway, we're at 73 now out of 161, so nearly halfway through the set. Still have plenty of gold left to spend here. We are gonna try to pick it up a little bit. I know, like I said, we've been yakking a lot in this video so far. Anyway, 10 more of them things. Actually, you know what? Next set, or next pack, we're gonna do the group pool. Fearow, Noctowl, Gliscor. Also, again, I heard no sound effects. I saw no rainbows, so it's not looking good. It's not looking good for your boy. Gligar, I didn't read the card. Ursaring, that's new. Swing around does 60 damage plus. So flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 more damage for each heads for 3 colors energy. That's not too bad. Not amazing, but it's not too bad. Heatmore, Furret, Clang, Togepi, Gliscor, Dunsparce, Macargo, Spurt Fire. 1 other Pokemon, either yours or your opponent's, is chosen at random 3 times. For each time a Pokemon was chosen, do 50 damage to it. You feeling lucky, punk? Spearow, Girafarig, Macargo again. You got Jinx, Gliscor, Jinx again, Pineco, Clang. Sunkern, that's new. Blonde does 20 damage for 1 grass energy and heals 10 damage to this Pokemon, which only has 40 HP to start with. And on top, Clink, Rescue Scarf again. Unknown, this is new. Guard, this ability, sorry. Damn near lost my vision for a second. This ability works if you have any unknown in play with an ability other than Guard. All your opponent, oh, so how many different unknown are in the set then? All of your Pokemon take minus 10 damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. How many unknown are there? Interesting. Swinub, Girafarig, Totodile. That's right, we haven't gotten any Cyndaquils or Chikorritas, I don't believe. So maybe they're in the Lugia pack, which for those of you who don't know, most of y'all do by now, but Cyndaquil is my favorite Pokemon of all time, just for the record. You know what I'm saying? Don't know about y'all, but me personally. Which is why all the more I will be disappointed if the starters don't have EX versions of their final Evos. But we get EX Skarmory, which like I hate Skarmory, but like, you know what I mean? Like, where the Typhlosion at? Which, by the way, like, I love Cyndaquil a lot. It's my favorite. Quilava and Cyndaquil are way cooler than Typhlosion. It is what it is. Skarmory EX, 140 HP. Steel Wing does 70 damage during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon takes minus 20 damage from attacks for 2 metal energy. Is that better than the Skarmory we already have, where it does the extra damage if you have the Pokemon tool? I guess it has more HP and then minus 20 damage. Yeah, well, because the other one does 70 damage with the Pokemon tool, right? I guess this is, yeah, it's pretty good. We got Ambipom, Teddiursa, Swinub, Swanna, Steelix. Heavy impact, 4 energy to do 110 damage. Not exactly impressive. Zoomeril, Fearow, Houndour, Meryl, Heracross, which I recently found out is the favorite Pokemon of one of my favorite creators by the name of Kenny Beecham, who you may or may not be familiar with if you know ball, and by ball I do actually mean basketball. He's a basketball creator, YouTuber, podcaster, works with Omaha and ESPN. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you probably don't care. But yeah, his favorite Pokemon is Heracross, which I recently learned. Anyway, 90 HP. Does 40 damage plus for 2 grass energy. I always want to say leaf when I see it because it's obviously a leaf on them. If this Pokemon has no damage on it, this attack does 40 more damage. So it does 80 for 2 grass energy as long as you're in perfect health. Which with all the healing that grass has as well, you could probably run that and just always be doing 80 damage, to be honest. If it's between potions, Erica's, and Pokemon Center Lady, Nurse Joy. I forget what the card is called off the top of my head. I'm drawing a blank right now. But regardless, yeah. But by the way, how we give Skarmory an EX, but Entei and Raikou, like they get. It's fine. It's fine. They're gonna get their own set. 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 I'm gonna have to wait 6 more months to get it, but they're gonna get their own set. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. 81 out of 161. So we're basically halfway through the set now. Still no signs of Ho-Oh, whether it be an EX 2-star or immersive rare, much to my surprise. But that's all right though, because it's coming right here. Also, we're gonna take this opportunity and this chance right now to do a group pack opening. So right now, go ahead, get your game open. Go ahead, pull up your packs, whether you want to do a single pull, a 10 pull, whether you're using Hourglass's Gold, whether you want to open up a Ho-Oh or Lugia, whatever the case may be, we're gonna count it down. And on 1, we're gonna open these packs together. I'm gonna hold my hand in the air to share my energy with y'all. I'll go ahead and do the same. And if you get something really cool, let me know in the comments down below. So we're gonna count it down. You ready? All right, bet. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1. I do it every time. Every time. I fuck it up every time on the group pool. I don't know why. Anyway, Darumaka. I did see some rainbows in there, so maybe I finally got something good. Maybe y'all did bless me with the luck. Teddy Ursa, Heatmore, Togetic, Skiploom, Mawile, Dark Pendant, Heatmore, Houndour, Clang. Okay. So far, not so good. Noctowl, my dog. Houndour, my actual dog. Eevee, my dog. You feel me? Oh, Blissey. I didn't even know there was a Blissey in here. Energy Blow does 20 damage for 3 colors. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. So like if you have 3 colors, is it going to do then 60, or like you have to have more than, I'm not sure how this works. So if you have, well no, because it's 3 to do 20. But does that mean it's going to do 80 because you have 3 energy attached, or was it like you get 20 for each energy after the first 3? If you're doing 80 off rip because you have 3 energy attached, then sure. If it's doing 20 plus, and then surely that's what it means, right? Because there's no way it's like, oh, you do 20 damage, but if you have 4 energy, then that's 40. There's no way, right? That'd be so trash. And it's Blissey, but it's only 150 HP. It's not like it's got like a super crazy amount of HP. That's what the 40 tree costs. That has to mean that you're doing 80, surely. There's no other way. Clink, Fanpy, Noctowl, Rescue Scarf, Croconaw, Clink again, Hoot Hoot. Whoa! Shiny Yon Mega EX. We'll go ahead and gladly take that, added to the shiny collection. Shiny Gyarados is in this set. I need shiny Gyarados. I need the shiny Gyarados. Apom, a Cargo, Houndour, Darmanitan, Hitmontop, Sudowoodo, and the only 1-star we've gotten so far is Stantler. We keep getting Stantler. Like, what's the Girafarig, Emolga, Macargo, Spearow. I'm so hurt by this. Cause y'all know I've been the legendary beast. That's my, like I've talked about it earlier, man. But like this is nuts. The disrespect is so out of pocket. Anyway, Darumaka, Slugma, Sunkern, Steel Apron, Ducklet, Snubble, Rescue Scarf, Hoppip, Jasmine, Darmanitan, Sudowoodo, Hoot Hoot, Totodile, Piloswine. There's no way we get through this video without me pulling an immersive rare Ho-Oh, right? I'm always due for at least 1 or 2 of those per video, so it's just no way. I really just want to see what it looks like when you pull one right now because it's a placeholder. It's gonna be funny when it's just a white card that just says Ho-Oh in black text. Imagine. Then again, it might be. Who knows? My other question is, like, I don't remember if I talked about this at the top of the video or not, but if it is going to be like some slapdash artwork or something like basic or whatever, will you get to keep that, or is it just going to automatically update that card to like the new joint? Probably is just going to change it regardless, right? Yanma, Fearow, Larvitar, Togetic, Delibird, Fanpy, Fortress, Noctowl, Cherubi, Steelix, Fearow, Silver, Clink, Apom. Hey, the 1-star total. I finally got a 1-star. It's not the Stantler. I love this card. It looks absolutely awesome. Wave Splash does 20 damage for 1 water energy. Like that a lot. Togepi, which I was gonna say, does that mean there's not gonna be an EX? But no, because if we go back all the way to Genetic Apex, the starters in that set had 1-stars that were you know, of the starters. And yeah, so. But I ain't seen no EXs for the final forms. We got Pupitar, guard press 20 damage for 2 colors. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes minus 30 damage from attacks. Dunsparce, Steel Apron. I mean, it's a rainbow rare. It's a 2-star. Like, I'll take it, but it's Skarmory. Like, I would have taken literally anything else. But you know, it's fine. That ain't a problem. That ain't a problem. It's not the bird I'm looking for right now. It's not the bird I'm looking for right now. Hey, we get the 1-star Tyranitar. Okay. Gliscor, Marrow, Spearow, Houndour, Gliscor, Magcargo, Hoot Hoot, Snubbull, Gligar. Hey, and another shiny. We get the Miss Magius EX, which this one of them shinies where, not gonna lie, the original color was better, but like, I will take it. I'll take it. It's a good pull. Good pull. Miss Magius is a pretty powerful card. You know what I'm saying? Not like meta right now, but solid. Jinx, Teddy Ursa, Spearow, Ursa Ring. Hey! Bang! You see it? You see it? That's my dog. That's my little guy. That's my little buddy. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2-star Rainbow Rare Umbreon. We will definitely be building. Our first deck we're probably going to build is going to be an Umbreon deck. It was just probably just going to be, I mean, we'll see how things shape up. It's probably going to be Umbreon and Darkrai together. We'll see how else we shape things up. But yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at him in all his glory. That's that. Yeah, that's my guy right now. Big pull. Snubbull, Alligator. Yeah, we got this already, and it's not an EX. But no, the first set as well, when I'm thinking about Genetic Apex. Genetic Apex also had holos of the final form starters, but still had EXs. We just haven't gotten very lucky and haven't seen any of the EXs so far. But surely they exist, right? Hey, we get Crobat EX. I'll take that. Venomous Slash does 70 damage for 1 dark energy, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. 170 HP as well. This Crobat actually seems pretty good. 70 damage for 1 energy, and you poison your opponent. It's a stage 2, but you get 170 HP. And dark types are pretty powerful right now. I think a dark deck with Crobat is probably gonna be pretty good. Darumaka, Croconaw. Yeah, we haven't seen nothing from the Cyndaquil or Chikorita line. Those both must be in the Lugia packs. But yeah, there we go. So we got the 1-star Totodile, we got the Skarmory, 2 rainbow rares, and a shiny in the same 10 pool. Not too bad. My group pool wasn't all that great, but the very nice one made up for it. This video is gonna end up being an hour long at this rate. I felt like I was speeding up, but like we still got a lot of packs to get through. 85 out of 161. Not too bad a data after all. You know, the artwork on that Umbreon is absolutely nuts. That's definitely going to be one of my new favorite cards. Damn, no rainbows, no sound effects. Okay. Ducklet, Yanmega, Yanma, Dunsparce, Heracross, Togetic, Eevee, Fearow, Entei, Gligar, Pineco, Apom, Stantler. Wait, that Stantler was new? Oh, but that was just the regular version of the 1-star that we got multiple times. So it was nothing like particularly new. It's just we got multiple 1-stars before we got the standard version of the card. Togekiss, this is new. Alucard, Celestial Blessing. If any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. If you're lucky, this is super annoying. Magical Shot does 70 damage for 3 energy, 1 colorless, 2 psychic, or 2 colorless, 1 psychic, sorry. Heatmore, Dark Pendant, Ariados, Darumaka, Smoochum. This is new. Wait, why did that? Y'all see that animation? Am I tripping? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Or have I just never noticed? I felt like there was like extra sparkles and stuff around it. Does it do that when you get a new holo for the first time? And I just never noticed? Or yeah, that's new, right? I'm not tripping. Also, before I thought this was 1 energy, but this means that it costs no energy to use this, right? Is that what this means? Shivery Wave. This attack does 20 damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So like you don't need energy, I guess technically to you know what I'm saying? But the more energy you have, the more that does. It's weird how they do it, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like why bother making it so that it's not. It's also no retreat cost and no weakness, but I think it's just weird how they did it, but it's cool. Noctowl, Stantler, Heatmore, Sentret, Skiploom, Togepi, Furret, Hiker, Dunsparce, Entei. Suicune must be in the Lugia set, which I guess that makes sense. We ain't seen Suicune at all yet. Granbull, Spearow, Fearow, Tangela, Golbat, So the Wudu for Alligator, Emolga, Yanma, Don, Fan, EX. It did it again. Okay. So is that... It's because it's a baby Pokemon and baby Pokemon are new. Because these are the first baby Pokemon we got, right? Or Pichu, which Pichu must be in Lugia because we haven't seen it yet. And Smoochum. But it seems like it does that every time for these cards as well. Which I'm not mad at. Nice little effect. Don't think we got 2 new cards in that pool, in that 10 pool. No, it was more than 2. I'm tripping. It was 3. All right, 88 out of 161. I don't know how many more we have left to go in this video, but it's still quite a few. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, heard a sound effect, and we get a rainbow there at the end. So that last pack got something in it, and also we see this rainbow shifting background. So there's something in here. Be a 1-star, something that we don't already have. Matter of fact, be a 2-star. You know, it's fine. 1-star Heracross. This artwork is really good. I really like the colors on this. That green is popping, and the way that it like contrasts with the blue. I really like that. I've never been like a huge Heracross fan, but I don't hate the guy. It's not one of my favorites. I'm not a big bug type fan, is all. But this illustration is dope. Like they've really been getting a lot better with the 1-star illustrations in this game. They were never bad, but like the 1-stars are damn near as good as the 2-stars a lot of times now. Chansey, Granbull, Ducklet, Raikou. I'm gonna get sad every time I pull a Raikou or an Entei, man. And I know that Suicune ain't gonna be no better. They really hurting my soul, crushing my spirit. Azumarill, Pineco, Togekiss, Togepi, Bufalon. Oh yeah, that's new. Continuous Headbutt, 70 damage for 3 colorless energy, 100 HP. It's a basic. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 70 damage for each heads. So again, if you like your coin flips, if you feeling lucky, you could just be nuking everything. You know what I'm saying? You get, but realistically, that's not gonna happen most of the time. But like you get, you know what I'm saying? 3 heads in a row, taking out everything. Spearow, Steelix, Mawile, Magby. Oh wait, that was new, and it got the animation. Fuck, I was going too quick. Spinarak, Togepi, Noctowl, Rescue Scarf, and Licky. We getting all the shinies. We getting all of them. We getting all the shinies. Licky EX, Licking Fury. We've seen this card before, but obviously this is the shiny version. It's cool. You know, Licky not one of my favorites. Also, I like the color pink a lot, so I'm gonna prefer his original color over the shiny color on that one personally, but that's just me though. That's just me. Hey, it took us long enough. We've been looking for you, my boy. We've been looking for you. Still need the 2 stars and the immersive, but it took us long enough. I can't believe we're this deep into the video. We got our first OO. But finally, y'all already know what it is. 150 HP basic Phoenix Turbo for 3 colorless energy. You do 80 damage, and you take a fire, water, and lightning energy from your energy zone and attach them to your bench basic Pokemon in any way you like. I'm looking forward to trying this card out for sure. Spearow, Ariados, Yanma, Muna, Rescue Scarf, Togepi, Darmanitan, Sunkern, Spinarak, Togetic. In the last pack, which we know there's something in here, could be a 1-star, could be a 2-star, could be the immersive that we're looking for, but we did see, rainbows come out of that final pack. Unless I was mistaken, it was the 9th pack, and that's why we got that EX, but I hope not. Pineco. It was for a 1-star Hoot. Are you shitting me? Unless there's something else back there. Aight. Vajo. Guess I had that coming. But here's the Magby. So Toasty Toss, take a fire energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your bench basic Pokemon, and it costs no energy to do that. I can see that being useful. 91 out of 161. We're making good progress collection wise. Still a lot of stuff we're on the hunt for that we're not really seeing right now, but yeah, what I mean. Need that immersive though. Need that immersive. I want to see what it looked like before they change it. I'm sure by this point, like I'm sure somebody has pulled it and there's a screenshot of it on Twitter. So if I really want to see it, like I'm sure I can just go online and see it. But I want to see it for myself firsthand. I want to pull it. You know what I mean? Houndoom, Swanna, Dunsparce, Tangrowth, that's new. Grass Knot, 3 energy, 2 grass, 1 colorless, 10 damage. This attack does 40 more damage for each energy in your opponent's active Pokemon's tree cost. That's such a weird condition. I mean, I guess like when it comes to these holo cards, they all have like 3-4 retreat costs, but like how many times are you running into people who are actually running those cards? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, granted, even if there's somebody like just their retreat cost is like 2, which I guess is a little bit more common, then you're doing 80 plus 10, so that's 90 damage for 3 energy, but still, I guess. I don't know. Spinnerack, Houndoom, Mawile, Smoochum. And we get a Dawn Fan EX. Now, that is an EX card. Is this a potential God Pack? Probably not, but let's just go ahead and take a little sneak peek now. Okay. Teddiursa, Meryl, Darumaka, Granbull. Seen it all before. Rescue Scarf, Pineco, Noctowl, Fanpy. Hey, and another Ho-Oh EX. Now we have 2, so we could probably run both in a deck if we want to. What I said before though, once you pull a card once, you could be hunting something for weeks, months even, and you just never get it. And as soon as you get one, you get 3 of them right away. It took us this long to get the one Ho-Oh, and then we get another one in the very next 10 pack. Darumaka, Steel Apron, Ambipom, Mawile, Granbull, Houndoom, Hitmontop, Gligar, Chansey, Delibird, yeah. Zubat, Sentret, Dark Pendant, Steel Apron, Darmanitan, Emolga, Ducklet, Onyx, Tangrowth. Final pack, Yanma, Darumaka. Hey, and there's the shiny Yanma, which we didn't have yet, so I'll take that because this is a new addition to the collection, and the blue color is actually pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Zubat and Absol. Give me an EX Absol, bruh. I love Absol a lot. Absol might be in my top 10, I'm not gonna lie. I really like dark type Pokemon, if y'all couldn't tell. There's a lot of dark types that I like a lot. Umbreon, Absol, Houndoom, Luxray. Like a lot of dark type Pokemon. You Sneasel, Weavile. Also, mad random, but how do you guys feel about the new Mega that got revealed, new Mega Dragonite? I saw a lot of conversation about it. It was very controversial, I guess, the new Mega design for Dragonite. Personally, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Saw a lot of hate for it on Twitter, which Twitter hates everything, but then there are people who think I hate everything, which I find interesting because like I feel like I talk so much about the things that I love. But yeah, no, I saw a lot of hate for the new Mega Dragonite design, but I like it a lot. I'm excited for the new Pokemon games, man, for Legends EA, and then whatever we get in terms of like Gen 10, which I don't know when we'll ever hear about Generation 10, but as y'all know, I was going back and playing like a lot of older Pokemon games, and obviously I play this game all the time. Excuse me. So I've been keeping my bag. And if you're probably wondering, with that being said, am I still on my 3DS like regularly, or on my Switch? Like, what have I been playing lately? I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been playing those as much. I've been mostly playing Persona 5 Phantom X is like the main game I've been playing lately. That game, I got over 100 hours in that game right now, and it has been where a lot of my free time has been going. I'm being completely honest. Hey, and another Umbreon EX. I think that's only our second one so far, but now we've got 2 if we want to run that as like the main card in a deck. Shout out my little guy. 8-Palm, Eevee, Steel Apron, Teddiursa, Houndoom. I might even stream P5X for those of you in the Twitch chat after we finish recording this video. Who knows? We'll see. All right, let's keep it going. But yeah, so I know I said I was probably gonna play Pokemon. I got Black 2, right? Pokemon Black 2 as like my next 3DS game, and that is still the plan. But you know, after binging games back to back, I don't know about you guys, but I go through phases when it comes to gaming a lot, or like when it comes to like certain hobbies or interests, where like I'll like, I guess, hyperfixate, for lack of a better word, or lack of a better way of explaining it, on something, and be like super into it, and then you put it down for a little bit, and then you come back at a more normal pace, as opposed to just like burning through everything all at once. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at right now with my 3DS, which I know I got a crazy backlog of some bangers to get through, because we got a lot of dope games on that thing. Ducklet, Sunflora, oh, that's new. Solar Beam, 70 damage for 2 grass energy. Tangela, Yama. We're getting close to the end of this video, and we still have not pulled the immersive rare. I'm gonna be very disappointed. I'm about to be very disappointed that we ain't pull it, because like I'm such an immersive rare magnet, an immersive rare merchant, you might even say. So for me to not get one is kind of crazy, but I guess I can't be too shocked, because it took us like 75% of the video to even get the Ho-Oh EX. You heard we was talking about him. Girafarig, Larvitar, Darumaka, Macargo, Unknown, Larvitar, Onyx, Larvitar, Skiploom, Fortress, Teddy Ursa, Sunkern, Meryl, Sharon, Impalm, Bouffalant. Something in here, something in here. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Show me the immersive rare. I mean, like, it's a 2-star, so like that's cool and all. I like Dawn Fan. Honestly, this is not what I was hoping to see. And I'm only slightly disappointed because I don't know how many more packs we got left to go, and we're gonna end this video without getting an immersive rare. And I was so confident that I was gonna get it, but here we are. You know what to say, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Dark Pendant, Dunsparce, Totodile, Spearow, Musharna. Final pack, Darmanitan, Snubbull, Noctowl, Gligar. Hey, the 1-star Togepi. I love this card. I love this card. I think this card is beautiful. Like, this is just such a cool looking card. I love the colors. I love the line art. This is great. You already know what it does. Charm during your opponent's next turn. Attacks used by the defending Pokemon do -20 damage. Psychic type, basic, 60 HP. 1 colorless to use it. Hopefully that's not our final pack of the video because we still didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? You dig? But I don't know. We spent a lot of gold. I know we had some hourglasses that we spent as well, but that feels like that could have been our last one. But we got it. I'm hoping for 1 or 2 more. 23,500 cards collected. Then we just hit 23K in this video. And we had 23,500. Yeah, we're still missing like most of. Damn, there's so many cards in this set. Look how many cards we still have left to collect. This is crazy. Okay. We still got Mo. We got at least 10 more packs to get through. The immersive rare dream is not dead. I'll also take a crown rare, to be honest. I'll take that over the immersive just because I know that immersive is going to come at some point, regardless. Noctowl, Heatmore, Apom, Entei, Hiker, Girafarig, Yanmega, Totodile, Yanma, Azumarill, Delibird, Sunkern, Hoot, Ducklet. Remember what I said earlier, man? Thank you for finally showing your face, ho. Dunsparce, Ariados, Raikou, Girafarig, Snubbull, Emoga, Yanmega, Clang. We're getting a lot of ho-ohs now, just not the ones we're looking for. Onyx, Sunkern. How am I supposed to flex on everybody if all I got is the EX, bruh? I spent too much money on this game to be a basic peasant EX rocking ass nigga, you feel me? Yeah, Jasmine was good. Umbreon EX, speaking of basic EX, you know what I'm saying? But this card actually looks sick though. Nothing else special back there. Gligar, Snubbull, Cherubi, Musharna, Hoppip, Houndour, Delibird, Sentret, and another Umbreon EX. That's not bad, but you know, we got that already. Damn, we got a ton of EXs all of a sudden. Anything special back there? No. Crobat EX, Tangela, Ambipom, Cherubi, Clang. Please tell me there's one more 10 pull we got left. I think we had like 800 something gold, so we should be able to do like one more based on my calculations, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. This is probably the last one that we're able to do in this video though. We might still have some room for some singles. You know what I'm saying? Scritch. Okay, let's get it. No rainbows, no sound effects. Yikes. Gliscor, Onyx, Hoot, Mawile, Tangrowth, Spearow, Ambipom, Munna, Tangrowth, Crobat. That's cool. We're getting a lot of EXs all of a sudden. Damn. Skarmory, Silver, Noctowl, Hoppip, Swinub. Oh, Tyrogue, that was new. Slugma, Macargo, Togepi, Fearow, Gliscor, Steel Apron, Sunkern, Tangela, Girafarig, Pupitar. Come on, bro. Where the ho-oh at? I need the immersive of the crown rare ho-oh. Stantler, 1 star. God pack? Probably not, but you know, let's just go ahead and take a peek. Nope. Hoot, Pineco, Fearow, Togekiss, Spearow, Pineco, Ducklet, Pillow-Swine, Feraligatr. Heard that. Dunsparce, Darmanitan, Pineco, Mawile, and immersive rare ho-oh coming right here. What do we want, a 1-star Sentret? Okay, but look at the little guy. He is adorable. All right, last pack magic. Come on. I need some energy. Last pack magic. Gotta be something good in here. Final pack of the video. Hitmontop, Swinub, Cupitar, Pineco, Clang. Clang. I mean, we got some EXs and a couple of them cards was new, but yeah, now. Damn, we really didn't pull an immersive. I feel like I get an immersive rare every single time I do a pack opening, so not getting the Ho-Oh is actually kind of shocking to me. Got 110 different cards though, for what that's worth. 241 in total in this entire set, including all the alternate rares and everything like that. We did get this Umbreon though, and that was honestly the crown jewel of today. Well, not the actual crown rare, but like the best pull of the day to me personally, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Very happy to have that. Shout out my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my mucus, because you know that'd be my slime type beat. Yeah, I think that was the last 10 pack that we're gonna be able to do. Yeah. But we got a couple of singles. Let's see if we can go on something better. Let's see if we can go on something better than Clang. You know what I mean? I don't know how many singles we're gonna be able to do, but talk to me. Talk to me. Ursa Ring, Meryl, Ducklet, Snubble, Carl. Okay. Because we had a decent amount of hourglasses, so I know we got some singles here. Honestly, if I went and grinded up some hourglasses, we might have enough gold left to spend to do a 10 pack. But we just gonna thug it out just like this. It is what it is. All right, what's behind pack number 2? Now let's give this one a little spinnerooski. It don't do nothing, but you know, maybe every once in a while, just, you know what I mean? Ugh. It's looking ugly. It's looking ugly. It's looking ugly, YouTube. Not gonna lie to you. What's behind door number 3? Hey, you know what they say? Third time the charm, right? They be saying third time's the charm. Hold. Spearow. Houndoom. The Raikou that breaks my heart every time I see it. Hoppip and... Am I tripping? Was that an... Can I not count? Oh. 1-star Magby. Am I high? Did that pack just have 6 cards? I guess I can't count. That had to be only 5, but like that definitely feel like I just opened up 6 cards. Maybe, you know, it's 3 a.m. Maybe I'm just tired. No, wait, it did have 6. Since when can that happen? Huh? Is that new to, wait, what? That's a thing? So that being possible is crazy to me, because like that's the first time I think I've seen that happen. We just opened up like 100+ packs. I mean, I guess it's something that's rare, as it probably should be, but, or has that been the case every time we get a baby card? That's, now my whole head is screwed up. Now I'm like, now wait a minute, has that been happening the whole time and I just didn't notice? Because I definitely noticed it just now. I was like, wait, that's 6 cards. What the hell? Like I said, it's 3 a.m. Y'all gonna have to cut me some slack. It is 3:07 a.m. as I'm recording this right now at this very moment. Well, anyway, that's a new card that we didn't have. Is that the final pack that we're able to open in this video? Yes, it is. Well, I guess it's better than ending on the Clang. So no immersive rare today, but that's fine. I'll be back again with another pack opening video at some point. I know people are probably gonna ask about this, and maybe I should have addressed it earlier in the video. People want to see me do like pack opening videos with the homies. So with the homie Moonski, he don't really spend money on the game, so I'm not gonna peer pressure him into spending money so that we can do like pack opening videos together. We got my homie Afro, who's a giant whale. But he's out of town for a while, so he's not really gonna be around and able to record. So it's just gonna be me solo dolo, which hopefully y'all still enjoy that. But if you were looking to see some collaboration videos with my homies who play Pocket, probably won't be getting that for this set anytime soon, at least not when it comes to pack openings. Maybe some battles at some point, but pack openings you won't see. But the next Pocket video upload will probably be Lugia pack openings. And then after that, I might do a video where we're jumping back and forth between the packs, trying to get whatever that we don't have yet. That being said, thank y'all for hanging out today. Appreciate y'all for sticking through this hour-long video. I did way too much yapping in this one, but y'all tend to enjoy it when I yap a lot, so whatever. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all the awesome content I'm bringing you. And with all that being said, that's pretty much all I have today. And remember, let's get up until you swing the bat. Later. Ooh, I'm tired. That was a lot. I need some water. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Check Wonder Pick. Maybe there are 2 stars. We'll take a look at the Wonder Pick. Yo, Jay, where was good? Also, let me go through these notifications that I missed while we were streaming or while we were recording. Eunice, my bun, last pack magic. Yeah, that didn't work out too great, but thank you for the 58 months. I greatly appreciate it. And for the raid as well. Coastside Fox, thank you for the 29 months. Are you winning? We did okay, not great. Spacious, thank you for the 58 months. Greatly appreciate that as well. And shout out again to Omega for the raid and to the new followers that we picked up while I was recording as well. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna go through and you know, collect any rewards and missions and stuff like that. We'll go check the Wonder Pick. I have a shit ton of Wonder Pick hourglasses, so if there is anything good in there, we can try to grab it. Sure, I got tickets in here to claim from people getting my Wonder Picks. Go through the missions. Yo, Cute Ice Cube, what's good, man? Claim all of that. Ski. Lieutenant Surge is crazy. It was good. Flat Trap. Remember when you were like reworking that drawing of me and like changing it to like my current hairstyle? Did you ever finish that? If you didn't, it's whatever. I was just curious because I just remembered it yesterday or last night or however you want to look at time. I didn't get anything from my pools, no EXs or shinies. I'm very sorry to hear that. Did Loki finish that? I forgot all about it. But I asked because, without spoiling too much, I'm in the thumbnail for the next squad video and I'm drawn in that thumbnail with my old hairstyle, but I feel like this is what I've been rocking consistently for like some months now, and I think this is just my new look. So I'm starting to wonder if I should like rebrand or kind of, you know what I'm saying, like change my YouTube avatar after all these years. Which, by the way, for so long people didn't even realize, well, my YouTube avatar has been out of date for a long time because I got that drawn back when I used to mainly wear my hair in a ponytail, which is not, it's actually like the least frequent hairstyle like I use now, right? That used to be like my main hairstyle for a while. I just tie it back and throw on a headband. And then for a long time, people always thought that like I had like a shaved head or that my avatar was bald, which he clearly has hair, so calling him bald is always stupid, but they never really noticed the ponytail. And then I started rocking my curls out most of the time, and I just never really changed it. But when I would get like, you know, more modern drawings of myself, it would be with the hair out, right? But I'm wondering now if I should do like the twists or like braids or whatever. But I don't really know, because not everybody can draw something like that and make it look hot, and I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? But then simultaneously, if this is how I look in all my thumbnails and on streaming stuff now, and then, you know, maybe that's how I should be drawn, I need to find the right artist who can depict it in a way that I like it and have people try to emulate that. I don't know. I thought I'd have more stuff to claim. Nah, King's Reward. So the artwork for the Ho-Oh was actually traced, so they removed the illustration, and that what you got is a placeholder for the artwork that'll be coming later. There's going to be new art for it. I just had an idea for that. What's your idea? Why don't we have a complete all button like on this screen? Why can't I like claim all of these at once? I never understood that. What was I gonna do next? All right, let's go check the Wonder Pick, see if there's anything good in here. Nope, nothing. What else did I say I was gonna do? I think that's it, honestly, right? Rank rewards. Where do you claim those at again? You have to go to here. Oh, the ranked joint, not even. Wait, no, versus ranked, yeah. As you can see, I didn't play very much last season. I recorded a few videos, and then I played like only a small handful of games that weren't like on screen. This, however, I want to play a lot more. I mean, to be fair, I didn't play like at all, I think, with the Extra Dimensional Crisis, the Ultra Beast shit. That shit was ass. I didn't play at all that season. Hey, if we had enough hourglasses, I could open up another pack. Another temple. I should save it for a video though. Shit. I think think what I'll actually do now is play some Persona if y'all are down to hang out with me while I do a little bit of P5X. This pool's trying to leave you on. Hell yeah, good shit.